Welcome back to another Knicks season. Knicks lose the first game of the season 115-112, but year three of this. Highly looking forward to it. You guys don't know. I do little post game recaps after every game. Give you guys my thoughts on it, man. Not really here in the off season as much as I want, but we do keep track with these guys always, especially during the whole season, even the off season as well. So a lot of this is just gonna be my thoughts on this game. This video specifically is gonna be just my thoughts on this game and just my future, what I want to see in the future with this team. But I want to go and start off with Cam Reddish. I've been a big advocate for Cam. I've always supported Cam. I've always wanted Cam to do well. Not for 15, 22 points. And I would say his finishing, especially with his offhand, with his left hand, the crafty finishes he was getting to the paint was every time. Of course, he made that big time three in the corner to send the game into overtime. Thought he was good. Very happy with Cam. Very happy with Cam. And we just seeing glimpses of what he can do. Obviously with 3 steals as well. We've seen glimpses of what he can do. Shot about 15 times. He was making them. So I'm fine with that. Perfectly fine with that. But I wasn't. There were some things that I liked about this game. There's some things I didn't like about this game. First concern is the whole Mitchell. I know. Actually, it's not that. It's the offensive rebounds. They had 20 offensive rebounds. It seemed like everybody on the team had at least one offensive rebound. That's not good. I'm not very happy with that, and it's a tad bit concerning. You can say it's a tad bit concerning, just because Mitchell Robinson is a good rebounder, but he's on there. I mean, both teams were on the offensive glass. I mean, a lot of 54 to 64, but they had 64 rebounds. You know what I mean? 64 rebounds. And them offensive rebounds killed us because we had great defensive possessions, but we just couldn't finish the defensive possessions off. I don't know if we weren't boxing out. Finally, I got a box out in general, but we wasn't finishing possession, which gave Memphis extra opportunities to score again, which they did. Obviously through John Morant, who was outstanding tonight. Especially in the pick and roll. When he's in the pick and roll, he snakes the screen. His floater gets off so quick. It was hard for Hartenstein. Mitch really contested. Even Hartenstein even fouled Ja, I think twice, especially in the second half, off those little runners or floaters. Just very happy. Not very happy about that. Another concern is Mitchell Robinson at the center position. I know it's only the first game. I know he had to go against Steven Adams, but Mitchell Robinson had 4 points, 5 fouls, 2 rebounds. He had more fouls than rebounds. It's not good. Like I said, obviously he had to deal with Steven Adams, who was just a ton to deal with. But not very happy about that. Tad bit concerned with that as well. So I would, But the way Isaiah Hartenstein played, 40 minutes, 16 points, 8 rebounds, that's exactly what we got Isaiah Hartenstein for. And I thought he was good. He was constantly on the glass, competing on the glass. There was some calls, and he was frustrated. He thought he was going to get a foul call. But dude competes every game, man. Isaiah Hartenstein competes every game. And with that, I wouldn't be opposed. If he continues to play like this, if he ends up starting soon. I would not be opposed to that. Yes, we just signed Mitchell Robinson to an extension in the offseason, but if we see this by Hartenstein, man, I wouldn't be opposed to him starting at all. Obviously, Memphis street ball was getting a lot, was hitting, 17 for 50. They shot 53s. Aldama had 18. Shout out to him. 18, 11. I'm not really sure who bro is, not to be mean, but young guy, rookie. Just outstanding. John Morant, though, like I said, 34. Desmond Bain was 6 for 22. Tyus Jones was 6 for 16. So that was a tad bit frustrating because you kind of came into this game talking about who else besides y'all is going to beat you, and it was the Conchards, the Almaraz. Those guys stepped up, performed well. So shout out to Memphis for getting a close win. And again, the Knicks cannot make timely shots. Jalen Brunson had an opportunity in the corner. Fournette at the end. I knew that they was going to Fournette because they ran a similar play to go back to last year, but it's not hitting timely shots. And then, of course, what does Memphis do? come down, John Morant, and make that shot. So, yes, it was frustrating about the ending, but this team competed hard, and this team is going to compete every single game. My expectation for them is to be in the play-in. I know it sucks. We the 4th seed 2 years ago. Now we're talking about playing, but the East is good. And when was the last time we could say the East was good? It's been building the last few years. You got the Hawks and DeJounte Murray. Obviously, Boston with Tatum and Brown. Philly, Harden for a full year. Brooklyn getting Durant and Kyrie a few years back, which kind of started it. This East dominance, which is already still growing. Got the Heat. You got all these teams in the East who are legitimate, good shots to win it. And where does that lead the Knicks? So, it's going to be an interesting year. I'm going to quickly, and Obi only playing 17, 13 minutes. I seen somebody talking about why didn't they play at the end. I wasn't even thinking about them towards the end. Because the lineup that was out there, what Tibbs had out there, I was confident in that lineup. Yeah, I know RJ defended job pretty well in the second half. I'm not going to say well, but he competed. But RJ, 3 for 18, first game of the season. His biggest thing is going to be efficiency, man. Efficiency. He's going to have to get efficient with his shots. We saw last year he averaged 20 points per game. But for the first game of the season, I'm not going to cry and pout over that. There were some things I liked about RJ. He did make some open shots. But there's some things I did like about RJ. Obi, 13 minutes. I love to see that up. Quickly 17 with Rose for 12. The minutes is going to be hard with this team because there's talent on this team. There's talent on this team. You know what I mean? You got Derrick Rose. And that's talent. There's guys who can score. This starting lineup, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have a guy if we don't have someone who averages over 20, but we have 3 or 4 or 5 guys who are averaging over 15. RJ, he can get you 20. Randall can get you 20. Brunson can get you 20. Fournier on his day can get you 20. Obviously, quickly, if he's hot, he can get you 20. Derrick Rose as well. Obviously, we've seen with Cam get you 22. It's going to be a shared collective effort on the offensive end, and I like that. It's not just one guy. It's going to be a team effort, and I've seen glimpses of that tonight. Obviously, Julius Randle fouled out. I thought Randle played well, but despite him fouling about, I thought Julius Randle, especially second half, played well. Some of his foul calls are pretty obvious. I know he wasn't really happy with them, but some of his foul calls are pretty obvious, and you knew those are fouls. There's not really much to say. That's a foul. I think I only have one of my lights on, so that's for me. But I'm not going to keep you guys for too long, man. It's pretty already long anyway. Excited for this season. Very, very looking forward to it, man. Yeah, but first game starts. There's some good and there's some bad, but that eventually will get cleaned up. See if I'm missing anything else. We wasn't drop coverage against John pick and rolls. I think one time we actually played up on it. Julius Randle did. We got a steal. But besides that, we was constantly drop coverage, in which John just killed us. Now, wanted to see how they reacted to double-digit deficits, which they responded well. They managed to get stops, get to the glass, make buckets. So, very, very happy with that. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the first game of the season. Looking forward to it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Stay safe. See you guys later, man. Peace.